Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, today we'll discuss town planning. Town planning. Planning is basically the process of thinking about and organizing activities required to achieve a goal. And town planning is no different. What we actually do in town planning is that we organize and arrange the various components of town in a systematic or arranged manner. It involves planning and design of new buildings as well as roads and parks in a place to make them attractive and convenient for the people who live there. It also involves the physical, social, and economic planning of an urban environment. So, we can define town planning as the art and science of ordering the use of land and siting of buildings and communication routes so as to secure maximum practicable degree of economy, convenience, and beauty. Town planning not only demands active imagination, but it also demands sharp sense of understanding the various needs of the people who live in that society. A town planner has not only to prepare plans, but he has also to carry out research in such a way that the final results are appreciated by all sectors of public. A well-planned town carries out its activities in a normal way, just like a living organism. The town planning, growth, and development is considered man's most civilized creation. Town planning is a science as well as an art too. The science lies in collecting, correlating, and analyzing the facts about a town, while as the art lies in arranging the components of a town in such a way that the final result is in the form of a beautiful, convenient, economic, and an efficient unit. Thus, art and science must coexist. The difference between architecture and town planning should be noted. While as a town planning simply expresses the life of an era, the architecture reveals the spirit of that era. So the simplest definition of town planning or urban planning is the organization of all the elements of a town. So what a well-planned town has, it has well-balanced social and economic development. It has improved quality of life. It has responsible administration of resources and environment protection. It has rational or judicious use of land. Now, aims and objects of town planning. The four essential objects or ideals of any town planning scheme are beauty, convenience, environment, and health. The object of beauty is achieved by taking the most possible advantage of the natural conditions surrounding the town. It also includes preservation of trees, natural greenery, architecture control on public as well as semi-public buildings, ancient architectural buildings, temples, churches, mosques, buildings of cultural as well as historical significance. The object of convenience is understood in the form of various economic, social, recreational amenities given to the public. These amenities include cheap power, electricity, proper sites for industrial units, transport facilities, adequate water supply, easy disposal of sewage as well as industrial wastes, facilities for these units, and also the recreational amenities which include open spaces, parks, towns, halls, playgrounds, cinemas, community centers, and stadiums. The object of environment is important in a sense that environment should be modeled in such a way that man can go about his normal activities with least amount of strain. The complex problems of modern society, such as tiresome travel to work schedule, long hours of work, lead to maladjustments between human being and the type of life he had to live. Town planning aims at better relationship between man and environment. Now health. The object of health is accommodated in a town planning scheme by making right use of land for right purpose, by providing parks, playgrounds for public, by maintaining pollution of various forms to the lowest possible degree. It is achieved by making it is achieved by dividing the land into zones such as residential, commercial, etc., and by avoiding encroachment of each zone. Thus, it is necessary that a town planner that there should be proper balance between all the four objects of town planning. So, what if town planning was not there, or necessity of town planning? A small house, if well planned and arranged, looks far more better and pleasing than a disordered big place. In a similar way, a town which is well planned and organized affords more comfort and convenience to the public. The necessity of town planning can very well be appreciated by mentioning the various evils which a town has to face in the absence of town planning. In the absence of town planning, there will be most probably a defective road system resulting in the formation of narrow streets and there will be development of slums, haphazard location of industries, heavy traffic congestion during working hours of day, inadequate spaces for parks, playgrounds, resulting in unhealthy living conditions, lack of essential amenities like electricity, water supply, drainage, and there will be noisy environment disturbing the peace of the city dwellers, and it will result in overall unhealthy living conditions for the people of that town. Now, principles of town planning. Town planning demands knowledge of various professions, especially those of engineering, architecture, and surveying. A town should not be designed only to satisfy the needs of future generation, but also probable growth and development of the town should be suitably conceived by the town planner, and it should be seen that the town does not develop in any haphazard fashion. Some of the guiding principles of town planning are green belt, housing, public building, recreation centers, road system, zoning, and transport facilities. Now, green belt. Green belt is a policy of land use planning to retain areas of largely undeveloped wild or agricultural land surrounding or neighboring urban areas. The provision of green belt on the periphery of a town results in the limitation of the size and hence the final size of the town can be anticipated. Now, housing. Extreme care should be taken to provide housing accommodation to the various categories of people. It should be observed that there is no development of slums, and further, if any slums are existing, they should be cleared with some proper alternative arrangement. Now, public buildings. There should be a well balanced grouping and distribution of various public buildings throughout the town. The unnecessary concentration of public buildings at certain spots of a town should be avoided. Now, recreational centers. Depending upon the size of a town, enough space should be reserved for the development of recreational centers for general public. Now, roads systems. The efficiency of a town is measured by the layout of its roads. A nicely designed road system puts a great impression in the minds of people, especially the visitors to the town. The provision of faulty road system in the initial stage of a town formation proves to be too difficult and costly to repair and rearrange in future. Now, transport facilities. The town should be provided with suitable transport facilities so that there is a minimum loss of time while traveling from place to place. Now, zoning. There should be proper zoning of land resources, and the and the town should be divided into suitable zones such as commercial zone, industrial zone, residential zone, and suitable rules and regulations should be formed for the development of each zone. There should be proper allocation of land for each purpose and there should be control in the use, height, and construction of various buildings.